everybody. Thanks for stopping by the shop. This is Chuck, outside Screwball, and I appreciate your visit. It'll be a kind of a mixed little episode today. I'm going to show using my grinding my 3-jaw chuck, using my tool post grinder that I purchased some time ago. I went to a tooling show and I picked up a couple of decimal charts, and I'll show you my my little handy way of hanging it in my shop that has no wall space. And got be a couple other things in this episode. And then just a quick follow-up. A lot of you guys that follow Facebook, I put a post on that my son was at the hospital again. We were in the emergency room on Sunday, and he's back in the hospital. He's doing well. It's just his own little syndrome he has where he basically gets sick and he aspirates and ends up with a pneumonia. So he's still there, and he's on the mend, and we'll bring him back home in a couple days and then try and just get him healthy again. But thank you everybody for all your well-wishing on the previous Screwy Tuesday and all the people that were on Facebook. Okay, hope you enjoyed the episode, and again, we'll see you next Tuesday. The other day I went to this machine tool expo, and there was maybe only 50 exhibits. Wasn't that many. Got a free tape measure out of it and some other things. It was fun, but picked up one of these decimal charts. And I guess I have a thing about these decimal charts. So I'm going to take a quick walk around the shop for a second. Here in my messy main shop, you can see on the back of this door down here is one that I got from Rutland back in the day as my first one. I was quite excited when I got it. Turn the light on. Had all sorts of information on it, and really enjoy these. Well, if we walk back through the mess and we head into the machine room, I'm going to show you a fix. So I've got my stair on the door to the machine room, and I really like this one back here from Applied Materials. The major fractions are quite large and simple to see, but I do have to look around the mill to see everything. As you can see, there's just no wall space. But we come around, and next to my tool cabinet here, I've got another small one here, and I got a small bar Z on the magnet, so I'm always squinting down to look at this guy. Where else do I have them? Down here at the next to my lathe, I've got one here up on the tool cabinet, and then I've got a lot of reference sheets here also for tapping. And there's another little decimal equipment and tap hitting there, and another small one there. Well, I'm always reaching around and squinting. So standing here at the lathe, as you can see, there is 0 wall space available to hang another chart. But I got a fix for that. Let me put you on the tripod and I'll show you. Okay, so we're standing basically in front of the lathe right now. And if I wanted to look up a decimal, I came up with a new fix on how to do it. My new chart. Pull it down, you can read the chart, and then it goes right back up. Goes right back up. And the chart's out of the way. Huh? You like that one? Just put the chart on a window shade. So I think I may even put one on the back side of it also. Alright, hope you enjoy that. Well, I'm back here filming. I've shown this before, and this was a copy off a Blue Hands video. But guys, make yourself a paper rack. It's one of the most handiest things when you need some paper to lay down the table you're going to paint, or you want to protect something. This guy just worked out just perfect. I can pull off what I need, cut it, and it's the greatest thing ever. One of the best improvements I've ever done in my shop. So find yourself a shelf and hang yourself a paper rack underneath it. Okay, the tool post grinder is set on the compound here. It's parallel with the bedways, and I have it set on center on height. To adjust this, you can rotate this spindle on these units right here to get your on center height. So I've put a diamond in the chuck, and we're going to go ahead and dress the stone, and then we can go ahead and grind the jaws on the chuck here. Okay. Of course, I got the camera right in the way. I gotta move the camera just a hair. Alright, happy with dressing the stone, and I'll get the chuck set up. So I made a couple of passes. I'm basically touching only one jaw at this point. But I've been running it both directions. Being that it's not a real stiff spindle on the tool post grinder, I'm getting spark out on the way back. Had a high spot on one of the jaws on this initial grinder. Okay, bring you back. Well, I think you can see the reflection in there. of the jaws that have been being touched. We're not done yet, but let's see if, so here's the next set of jaws, and you can see a reflection there. I'm touching there, and the next jaw, I don't think you can see that, but I'm only getting partial on that jaw right there. But they're cleaning up nice, so continue on. You can see now we're starting to make contact on all of them. We're getting close. Okay, all finished up. I think you can see the reflection there. They cleaned up real nice. Cut about 7 thousandths was about how much I had to take off to get contact the whole way. So sweet. Well, the chuck's ground, and here we are with a half thou indicator in there, and you can see we're getting about 3 thou. 3 thou total run out there. So that was a little disappointing, but I fooled around. So you can see I have a 0 on this one. Oops, sorry to kick the camera there. So if I loosen it up, just reset the pin in there and use this to tighten. Reset it to 0 there. And now I basically have a total of a 1 thou run out. So, and it's repeatable. I've done this numerous times. So there's 3 different chuck key sockets there, but this one repeats basically at about 1 thou every time of run out, where the other 2, the one that's unmarked and the one that has an X, run out at about 3 thousandths. So I'll end up putting a permanent mark here and know when I use this chuck, that's where I got to be. That's worked out well, and I'm happy. I basically had about 5 thousandths run out on this chuck before I started. One other comment, just finishing up, is, you know, I had this ring in there. These are removable jaws, and that's why I bought this chuck, so I could actually make soft jaws for it. But I felt back there and I didn't feel the step, and I really didn't spend a lot of time looking hard at it, so that's why I went with this ring on the outside. Well, it turns out that there is a step in there, so I ended up during the grinding process just went ahead and bit on this in the back of the jaw back in here instead, and didn't have to use the ring. So just something to throw out to all you guys to inspect a little better than I did, because you can do it holding inside. A lot of guys use a washer. You know, this isn't so much an instructional video on how to do it. There's a lot of great YouTube creators out there that have done more instruction on this and better. It was kind of just showing you using my new this guy over here. I had purchased it some time ago, my tool post grinder, and my first use of it, which I was real happy with how it worked out. Since the tool post grinder is still on the lathe, I've got a little job to do for my friend Chewy, my mentor. This is for his Clausing lathe, and we need to open up the ID on that bore, and this piece is hardened, so I can't turn it. So I saved you the time of setting up in a 4-job, which is the in thing to do these days, but you don't want to sit there and watch me do it. I'm not one to teach you, but we got it in there, got it with soft jaws pieces in place, and got a total run out of under a thou. So it's ready to go ahead and grind. Little change in plans here at the shop. As you can see, the 4-jaw chuck is sitting over on my drill press. Chewy had to move on and get the pull cue he's been working on in my lathe, and so we pulled the chuck out, and we'll go back to that later. So over in the lathe right now, pick you up and turn you around. He's making a part for the pull cue. Sorry, walking away there. I don't know if that's so. There's a bore he's been working on, and he was doing this Saturday, or we started fooling around Saturday and then Sunday. Sunday, I thought I'd show you this tool. Carl brought it over. The manufacturer is a Huron, and it's a part number 6 to 8 FD/3P. And there's a warning label on here: do not exceed 20,000 pounds, or 990 kg, total jaw force, maximum 300 RPM. Carl brought it over. As you can see, it's got some jaws that move. If you spin this, so you can turn this, and the jaws move in and out. And he thought that this was used for using on grinding 3-jaw chucks, where this would go into the to the jaws, either pushing in or out. So I didn't end up using it. I thought it was a pretty neat tool that he brought over, and maybe somebody else has more information on it. My buddy Chewy was over the house, of course, over this weekend using the machines, and he remembers seeing this in the past, and he thought he even remembered using it on a mill table, and the jaws would be holding something and this would be held down. I don't know how that would work, but anyway, maybe somebody out there's got some feedback on it. Pretty interesting tool though. Okay. Went to a garage sale that was close to my job site and picked up a couple of items. I'm going to flip the camera up and maybe you can see way in the back, way up in the back corner up in there. Picked up a little vacuum for $5, Stanley. That was a decent buy. And then picked up this little guy right here. Got my own 8-ball. And we will have to bust this thing out and see what kind of magic it's going to bring me here. Steve, which his channel's Buck Run 11, it started the whole thing back, I don't know, months ago, and I coined the phrase of 8-ball magic and buying tools, and we'll have to see what this guy brings. Haven't taken it out of the box yet. Let's ask a question. How am I going to do on recent tool buys? Did I do good? Signs point to yes. Well, today is Monday morning, and I'm hoping to have some mail show up, and I'll be showing you some tools that I bought. And we'll hope that that yes is good. So we'll bust this ball out here. The other thing that I picked up there, I think I paid $1 or $2 for these. Alan Gordon Enterprises, which is still in business down in Los Angeles. And these are, it's a set of map readers, which has really strong magnification. It adjusts, so it's stereoscopic as you look down through the magnifiers. This came from the Cal State Hayward Geography Department. So I've fooled around with it, and it'll be good for looking down at tooling or small specifications. So for the price, that was a good deal. Well, just for the fun of it, let's ask the Magic 8 Ball. Was buying the stereoscopic viewer a good buy? Ha! Uh-oh. Very doubtful. Ha ha! Okay, we'll see. As usual, I walked away from the camera and I forgot to mention something. Come here. You're not going to come up? Come here. I forgot to mention something. My growth right here. The other day I decided not to shave, and I've never made it past the ugly, and I'm ugly with it or without it, but trying to get past this ugly stage. Right now I think I can stand on the corner and get donations, but we'll see. We'll see if it's here next Tuesday, but it's a little itchy. Thank you, bud. Okay. All right, down.